On the point where the mighty Susquehanna River meets the Chesapeake Bay stands the lighthouse that protected vessels from dangerous waters for 148 years. It was built in 1827 to protect vessels from dangerous shoals and currents at the mouth of the Susquehanna River. The Concord Point Lighthouse served faithfully until it was decommissioned by the U.S. Coast Guard in 1975. In 1979, the Friends of the Concord Lighthouse formed to preserve the lighthouse and keep a light burning in the tower. The lighthouse was built by prominent lighthouse contractor John Donahue. Donahue, a native of Hartford County, Maryland, built 12 of the first 17 Chesapeake Bay lighthouses. Donahue also served as Havre Town Commissioner in the early 1800s. The lighthouse is built from Port Deposit granite and has an unusual black 9-sided lantern. The stone walls at the base of the tower are 3 feet 11 inches thick, and the tower is 36 feet tall. The light could be seen 8 miles away. Originally lit with 9 whale oil lamps, the light became electrified and automated in 1920. The lighthouse was very well built and has needed few repairs over the year. At the end of the Revolutionary War, the town of Havre renamed many of its streets to celebrate. Concord Street was named for the first victory of the war, the Battle of Concord in 1775. And so the lighthouse, which stands at the end of Concord Street on a point, was named Concord Point Lighthouse. In the 1800s, keelboats traveling down the Susquehanna River with goods to sell and bay schooners sailing up the bay were at risk here. These boats were made of wood and could easily break on the rocks at the mouth of the river. This lighthouse safeguarded the merchant traffic in this area. And the lighthouse keeper's house is right over there. And it was interesting because right here on the morning of May 3rd, 1813, British forces under Admiral Cockburn landed, sacked, and burned the town. The principal defense were 2 small batteries on Concord Point. The Potato Battery on high ground was manned to the last by John O'Neill. And John O'Neill and the O'Neill family were some of the lighthouse keepers. And we have a cannon. This cannon of the War of 1812 marks the site where the battery on Concord Point, where in 1769, John O'Neill, well actually he was born in 1769, died in 1838, but John O'Neill served the guns single-handed during the British attack on Havre de Grace. May 3rd, 1813, until disabled and captured, he was released from the British frigate Maidstone through the intercession of his young daughter Matilda, to whom Admiral Cockburn gave his gold-mounted snuff box in token of her heroism as a tribute to the gallant conduct of her father. The citizens of Philadelphia presented to him a handsome sword. So, a lot of history here at Havre de Grace.